That's at the end of the day.
Wow.
Basically, we're just complaining because we don't have $1 trillion.
Wow.
That's
Things
what it
I would
comes
do
down
for $1 trillion. That just got me pumped.
That song's
got
actually pretty good.
Amped, man.
I don't even know what song that is. What is
That
that?
me freaking
Holy.
amped.
What's the name
bro.
of that song? What's the name of that song?
Honestly, to be honest, we just went and Googled Apple commercial music, and that's what showed up.
Sorry,
So,
man.
But, wow. Did you guys hear about that new Apple making $1 trillion? Holy cow.
that's why we Googled the Apple song.
God damn.
Holy cow. $1 trillion. I mean, that's more than some countries, most countries in the world. Like, holy cow. What's going on?
Honestly, they should just create their own country. To be honest,
Honestly,
Crazy.
they should definitely create their own. But, man,
a trillion.
you know how they made $1 trillion off of goddamn warranties, man?
100%. Yeah, that's so true. Because
Is that what they're saying, or is that what we're just like?
I'm speculating.
Oh yeah.
It's crazy because if you go and get an iPhone, look at all the times you get Apple Care plan, and no one gets a new phone, and then when you do have to get a new phone or get it repaired, the Apple Care plan doesn't do anything. So look how much free money they're making.
I know.
Right?
I know.
You guys have Apple Care plan? I was wondering if I should get that for my phone. Do you guys have that on your phone?
No, I don't. I stopped after my first one because now if you get the Apple Care, you have to pay $150 for the care plan. But then when you want to go fix your phone, you still have to pay $300-$400 to fix the phone. So there's no point.
True. True.
Back in the day when you had Apple Care with the iPhone 4, if you had Apple Care, it would cost like $100 back then. If you broke your phone, you can go in and get a brand new one for free. Now you have to pay like ridiculous money still.
I don't use it on my phone, but I think I have it on my laptop because I think I had a bad experience with my laptop once, and I didn't have it, and it kind of screwed me. So on my laptop, I do have Apple Care, but on my phone, I don't. Because the phone, you use it every day, and you protect it. With the laptop, well, I'm speaking on my behalf, my laptop's my laugh. I have everything on my laptop, so I just want to make sure everything's good on my end on the laptop. On the phone, if it breaks, that's my fault. Yeah. But with the laptop, I feel like anything can really happen. Because I barely bring this out of my house, so it's pretty much always inside the house. Or if I bring it out, I make sure it's all together, so it's not damaged in any way.
Yeah. But what's your experience with Apple, Daudi?
You know what? I gotta be honest. I think we're paying a lot for what we're getting with Apple. Like I'm an Apple user. I like that. I like the simplicity of everything. But generally, I don't see too much improvement. Like I have an Android tablet, and you can do multi-screens, and you can do different things. I don't know if you can do that with Apple tablets. And the biggest problems I have with Apple products is that the prices go up, but nothing really changes. Yeah. And then, for instance, I just had to buy new earphones. I like the new Apple iPhone earphones.
Yeah.
The wireless?
But not the wireless ones. The ones that are like.
They'll come with the phone.
Yeah, they come with the phone.
Okay.
Now to get those, it's $40. I can't even believe to buy an earphone is like $40. Just like. I know they're special for the new iPhones because the new iPhones have a different plug-in. Yeah. But still, $40, it's getting ridiculous. Like, it comes to a point where like, I have an iPhone 8. I like the cameras it takes, but it's still nothing the same. It's almost still the same as my iPhone 5S. Like, there's nothing like, wow, this phone is really a huge now. Maybe you have a couple of different screens. Yeah. Maybe your phone can do lighter writing. But if anything, I think it's Apple's turn to become a ripoff because it's more like a trend. Like I have an iPhone, but
exactly.
There's nothing to it. What do you guys? What do you think? Do you have the same experience or what's up?
Yeah, I agree with you on that. Like Apple definitely is a trend.
Yeah.
Because like if from like I know you're saying like what you have the 5S or whatever before.
Yeah, I had the 5S before, yeah.
Okay, so like if you go from like the 5S to what you have now, the 8, I feel like there's a big jump between those two phones. But if anywhere from like the 6 up to the 8, it looks exactly the same.
Yeah.
There's no difference at all. So literally they're putting out new phones every 6 months and making thousands, millions, trillions of dollars from a phone that was exactly the same as the one 6 months prior.
Well, remember let's stick with the trends. It's funny you guys say that because remember when it just came out and it's the headphones. This one right here. It's all white, and then you see people walking down the street with white headphones. You already know that they have either an iPhone or something Apple related. Because remember, way back when, it's a Walkman. It was like a CD thing, kind of stuff in your back pocket.
And before the tape decks was
tape deck. So once you saw that white headphones, you know that you're going to get robbed, right?
Yeah.
So that was more of a trend than the actual technology. Nowadays, everyone has this. So it's not really a trend, because like what you were saying, Daudi, you have an Android. So when it comes to trends, it was more when it just came out. Now it's just more about just pumping out the product to get more money. It's not so much of a trend now, I don't think.
And I really hear you. And there is a point for that. I think that's very true. But the thing is, I converted from an iPhone 5S to an 8, and the only thing different for me now, in retrospect, is the camera. That's obviously there are other set of things.
Okay.
But if I'm looking at really the whole component of the phone and the functions and going from different screens, it's just really the camera for me. Or I haven't done any video. I'm sure if you guys, because you guys are familiar with doing video, you guys would be like, oh, there's a lot of changes in it. But the only thing I see different really at this point is just the camera. And I have to wonder, iPhone, at this point, will they want to reduce their prices so that they can make it more affordable for more people to buy? Because regardless, people are going to find a way to purchase Apple, but I don't see it realistically working. Because afterwards, it's kind of like, is this worth the money? Like I need a new laptop, and I'm like, I'm just going to pay $1,000 for a laptop.
You're lucky to pay $1,000.
Yeah.
Do you know, have you been to the Apple Store lately? You see how much the prices are for MacBooks?
This was $1,100. No, sorry, $1,300. And that was the lowest of the lowest.
So, Daudi, you have like a MacBook Pro right now, right?
I don't even have a laptop right now.
Oh no. Okay. Have you ever had a MacBook Pro?
No, never.
Okay, so I'll base it off of mine then.
Okay.
So I bought my MacBook Pro going into college, 2011, to go to Sheridan, journalism.
Yep.
And I bought it fully loaded, MacBook Pro 15-inch for $2,300. That's a lot of money. Like $2,300 is a lot. But now, if you want to get a new MacBook, you get the base model MacBook Pro, and it starts at $2,500. That's the base. I had mine fully loaded before with all the bells and whistles, and now you get the base for more than what I paid for a full one.
Yeah,
and that's how much the prices have gone up. It's not ridiculous.
There's not going to be any discount. It's not going to decrease. It's just only going to increase in price, because that's what made them a $1 trillion company. They're not going to stop. They're a big corporate. Any big corporation in Canada in the world, they're not going to go down in price. No. All they're going to do is keep going up.
And they already have everyone's attention, so they can keep bringing it up and putting the prices higher and higher because people are going to buy it.
Yeah, so they're only going to go up.
Yeah, watch. By next
here's my question
next
to you
year,
guys.
it'll be $2 trillion.
Yeah.
Here's my question to you guys, and answer this truthfully, not because the viewers are listening. So I'm sure at one point you guys are going to be buying, and going to be in the market of buying new laptops, or maybe you are. Are you guys going to make another investment of, let's say, $1,300? I'm just guesstimating $1,300 or $1,400 for a new Mac, or are you going to go for a PC, and why?
Good question.
For me, it comes down to I have everything Apple already, so you're stuck. You can't back out, because if you back out, you have to get everything brand new, basically. Because if you have Apple products,
the programs,
because with all the programs I have for editing softwares and music softwares and all that stuff, it only works on Apple products, right? So it's just like, why waste all that money I spent on Apple, right? And that's like, you're kind of stuck. Like, you don't want, the prices are so ridiculous that you don't want to stay, but you have stuff that you paid ridiculous amounts of money for already. So you gotta have to pay it again.
But you can always go the refurbished route.
You can,
because
that's expensive.
It's still expensive, but that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna, as soon as I get the more in the income, more moolah. Yeah. I'm gonna go with the more refurbished. Cash money. Good cut, man. I'm all about cash money. I'm all about saving the cash money. But at the same time, to go off what Nate said, You can't switch just like that.
Especially if you have everything.
Especially when
Apple.
you're like not the most rich guy, or you don't have a lot of money. You have to keep on the same route in that sense. So, you know what I'm saying? So
that's fair enough.
Yeah, like I think Apple just like they create monsters out of people because now it's like they're stuck. It's like they're like everyone's like a zombie. Like Apple.
They get
every
really
6 months. Apple.
Well, they get intense with their conversation. They keep saying, "Yo, this is better. No, PC's better because the RAM, the memory," which is actually a good point. But they get heated in that conversation. And for me, I'm not huge in technology. Obviously, we need it in everyday life, but I'm not really, searching what the like analytics are about each computer. I don't really care as long as it does the job. That's all I really give a rat's ass about.
The thing is, like, go ahead.
Oh no, go. I was gonna say I think Apple is the scheme here because one of the biggest beef I have with Apple is if you ever update your phone, the more it gets messed up.
Oh yeah,
I avoid updating my phone. But I feel like they just do it so that they can force you by your second year of the phone, you have to change because your phone is lagging or it's slowing down in some weird way. I feel like it's a scheme. Maybe I'm just kind of more like I'm a cheaper. I'm like,
no, 100% it is.
Updating my phone. I don't know if you guys have the same thing or.
Yeah, 100%. I agree with that. It's like they put like a self-destruct button in every update. So if you have an older phone, like say if you kept your 5, all these updates that are coming out now, if you updated your 5 to this, they literally explode. Because they're telling you, oh, you need to buy a new phone because this is outdated, even though it's only, maybe 3 years old?
Yeah.
4 years? Right? So it's kind of ridiculous, but, like, they can get away with shit like that. And they've been caught, too. They've been caught. There's been articles in the past saying, like, oh, yeah, your updates ruin older phones. And they're like, oh, that wasn't our intention. We're just doing updates.
That's why I don't do the updates. If I don't need it, I don't really
Unless
care.
it's like a major update and because you have a new phone, so it's like whatever.
iPhone Plus, 8 Plus, 8.
Right. So I don't know, man. Like, but can anything stop Apple? That's the thing. Like, I don't know of a company.
I don't think Android is coming anytime soon. No. I think Android tries, but I don't think Android's there.
No, because like take a point, like especially when I when I'm on when I'm emceeing things and I get pictures that are Android. Compared to Apple, it's legit trash. Night and day. Yeah. So maybe that alone, if you wanted to take like serious photos, not serious photos, but photos in general, and you want good quality, high quality, you go with Apple, hands down. Like that's
there's a lot of perks with it. There's a lot of disadvantages because one thing I came over this weekend is
I don't freaking like the
airdropping. If you have photos you want to airdrop to somebody, you can only do it with someone with an iPhone. Right?
Yeah.
So if a person has an Android and you're trying to send them stuff, you gotta try to send it through email or whatever, and that takes forever. Airdropping is awesome. Simple, right?
Simple. Yeah, I didn't even know that. I didn't know that's possible.
Yeah, like airdropping is awesome. So like literally, it's like it's like you're handing somebody a photo. It's like the same thing, but it's in the air, right? But then there's also you see the memes like when the $1 trillion thing came out, it's saying like. Apple's worth $1 trillion, but their cords still look like this, and it's like all mangled up after a couple months. Right?
So I don't know. It's all business.
Yeah.
It's more business than product.
100%. But hey, they made $1 trillion.
Apple TV. Because look at Android. Android hasn't really gone off the Android TV. No, it's Apple TV. It's Apple this, Apple that.
At the end,
Apple is more than the phone.
Yeah.
Apple's more than the laptop.
Yeah.
Apple's everything.
Yeah.
So that's what made them into $1 trillion company.
Seriously, and hey, good for you.
Yeah.
That's at the end of the day.
Wow.
Basically, we're just complaining because we don't have $1 trillion.
Wow. Things that would do for $1 trillion.
You know what? I'm impressed with them with $1 trillion. Really, I think my only beef with them is that why make your gadgets so expensive when it's the same shit all over every single time? But I guess everyone can make the same argument for a new Mercedes. It's just the exact same thing. Maybe a different smell. The car has a different smell, or the windows open by themselves by a simple wink. But I think, and then it's something stupid like with a new iPhone. I get the X, you can look at it and it opens. It doesn't matter how your face changes. But I mean, again, I think that's my only update, and it kind of comes to a point where I think, Nate, I agree with you in terms of either way you're stuck, because I even have my Apple Music on, and there's no way I can go to another phone because I'm already invested. So, I mean, good on them for trapping people, but bad on them for just putting out the same outdated shit every single year with a different name. I think that's just the biggest problem for myself. But I guess that's for me. Can't speak for you guys.
Yeah, but honestly, it's true. It's so true.
Yeah.
I think
that's all you can really say.
Yeah,
about
I don't know if I can roast them anymore. Like, they got $1 trillion on me.
We weren't really roasting. We were just saying what we're,
I'm gonna treat it as a roast because Apple deserves to get roast, even though roasted apples aren't good. But
Oh God. How many kids do you have?
Oh, shut up. Okay, you love it. Fucking love it.
All right, Daudi, any last words?
No. Hey, go Apple.
At the end of the
After that, go Apple. Team Apple.
Team Apple. No,
Nathaniel.
I'm Team Apple. It doesn't matter. Like, they trapped me. Good for you. You trapped me. Round of applause.
Oh yeah.
Round of applause. You trapped me.
Apple,
Look, right here.
Send me a free phone.
Yeah, but
send me free stuff, guys. Let's go.
My laptop's acting up. Can you send me a new laptop, please? Thank you.
Speaking about stuff, I just want to mention quickly to Six Man for doing some beard products because your boy has a beard. Oh yeah, it's good stuff. Check them out. Link in bio. Link in the description. I'm so used to saying link in bio.
Yeah, it's in the description. Okay, bye.
Description. And then just a special shout out. I just want to give a nice shout out. A couple weeks ago, there was a Toronto Beer Fest. Your boy Nate and I went there. We ran into this guy. Yeah, beer fest. Beer. We ran into this thing called the beer right now where we're drinking is Locker Room Lager. It's right over here. Again, we'll link it down in the description.
It's for the boys.
It's for the boys.
Crack one open.
Crack one for the boys. That's why you waited.
There you go.
I appreciate it. That's
click.
very nice. Just shout. I love it. I love what they're doing because as guys who play hockey, it's all about after the hockey kind of
Locker room beer. That's what you're waiting for.
So big shout out to them. With that being said, guys, everything that you need to know will be down in the description below.
That is it.
With that being said, let's see you guys next week.
All right, take care.
Peace.